Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your beginning to mid of May 2022 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. It's very interesting, Sagittarius, the imagery that came forward. There's a hand coming down to pick something up, but you pick up the wrong thing. You're not going to notice it. So make sure you pay attention to everything that you're picking up, because it's something that you're going to eat, put on, or it's going to be wrong. So just be mindful. Just be mindful, especially if it's something that you're going to eat. So be very aware of that. There's also an energy here of, I see a person handing you a gift of white flowers. I don't know what type of flowers they are. They're not making that clear. There's just very long, leafy greenery with them. Okay? And I don't know if the white is for sympathy or if it's for purity, but there is a sense of, or have sympathy for the purity that you're trying to put into something. That very much sounds like what Spirit is trying to say. Okay. All right, so that just needs to be acknowledged. Let's look at the energy that we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. We have the Seven of Wands. Yeah. The Seven of Wands is that we're always going to be on guard. Sagittarius, it's going to drain us. It's just going to... We love to be curious. We love to be adventurous. We love to dive deeper and deeper into things. This energy right here will keep us from all of that. It's going to cut our wings in a very real way. So here, it's like I always have to defend what I have. And that's the energy that just keeps on coming forward. I have to defend what I have. I have to defend it. And Spirit is saying here, why? Like, what is it that we are trying to prove? Because there's something here where it's like if we step back and we say, oh, like, and it might be that we're fighting with the wrong people. You know, we're trying to get people who will never see to see. So just be very aware of that, where you step back. And it's like, don't give up your high ground. Don't give up what you believe to be right. But don't fight all the time, because it's just going to drain you. It really, really, really is. Let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Nurturing. This is the Earth Star chakra, located 6 inches below our feet. We are nurturing ourselves. We are nurturing where we want to be. We are nurturing our inner child. We are nurturing those around us. This is a very nurturing, healing, seeking time for us. That's why we have to be very mindful. Also of somebody who is just, they're always fighting. They're always fighting. And you're going to look at them and be like, okay, could you just stop? You know, could you just stop? And could you be happy for 5 seconds? I mean, that's also an energy that's coming forward. Or I just want to be happy for 5 seconds, 5 minutes. I want to be able to have peace in my life. And that's also what we need to nurture. Our tarot energy begins. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Ooh, we're quite a bit. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands ourselves. There's a new beginning here. The Five of Wands. There's that fighting again. And it's not joking. The Devil, Capricorn energy. We could be born on the cusp with Capricorn, but there's something here that's tying us. We're going to get a message about the thing that's keeping us chained, keeping us held back. And then it's Chariot, Cancer energy, but also I'm taking the reins. I'm looking at what I want. I'm moving myself forward. This is where I need to be. End stop. Like there's an end stop here. We start off with the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles plays into the Capricorn energy. The devil energy. There is an energy here when it comes to moving forward. This person always feels like I have to defend. I'm defending for something greater. It could be their own career. It could be their own ego. It could be, whatever. They're defending for something more. And they're always going to say, but you're not looking at the big picture. It's always going to be what they come back with. And Sagittarius, they knocked you off your game because you thought, oh, but I thought I was. Like, I thought I was looking at the big picture. I've gone back. I've checked. I've looked at it. Oh, you said you're handling it. Okay, great. It's not being handled. It's not being moved forward. It's not. So this is going to be a time here, Sagittarius, where we're looking at how I can slowly and steadily move forward to the prosperity that I want, how I can call this into my life, how I can move forward with this. And it brings us to the Nine of Wands. We need to stop listening to everybody else. So it's almost like stop going to that person. Not almost like Spirit saying stop going to that person. Or if we can't, stop. Everything they say, everything they say is not written in gold. It's not cast in stone. So just be mindful, because we're tired. We're tired of the games. We're tired of listening to everybody else. We're tired of taking everybody's opinion and weighing it and seeing it and trying to be everything for everyone. It's like, oh, give it up. Like, it's just like, that's how we feel. We're looking at them and it's like, oh, give it up. Give it up. I'm not doing this. And they don't think you're serious. They really don't think you're serious, Sagittarius. They think they can keep dumping more on you. They think that you can keep handling this. And you're done. You really are done. You're starting to listen to people who aren't going to contradict themselves 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It moves us then to us. We are taking on more of an authority during this time. There's a real sense of, well, this is what I want. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm going after. Period. And period means period. There's a new dawn. There's a new way of looking at things. I see sunflowers. I see sunflower seeds. Is there somebody who eats sunflower seeds? Okay, who's going to kind of like stop in for a visit or talk to you, or they have sunflowers in their front yard or something like that. I just see them having a big connection with sunflower seeds. It could have been a gift that was given to them that they wear because they love the person, maybe not the sunflower seeds, because they're just that type of person where everything has meaning. They're going to help you to see the meaning in what you want. And it's going to be by something like innocuous that they say, or, something that they kind of do offhand. It's not going to be meant to be like, here's a big teaching moment. It's going to be meant to be like, okay, I'm living my life. So being aware of this is going to be astoundingly powerful for us, because it's like, oh, that's the missing link. Like, that's what I was missing. That's what I needed to see. There's a beauty to us. There's a creativity to us. We're not seeing it. We're always looking at what we don't have, what we have to battle, how it's always going to be an uphill fight. And Spirit's like, stop it. You're perfect just the way you are. And there are some people, like when Spirit just said that, you're going to laugh. You're going to be like, oh yeah, sure. I have to lose this weight. I have to get this degree, or I have to, get this promotion, or do whatever. And it's like, no, stop. Look at where you are right now and put things into smaller, bite-sized pieces for yourself. Because we're so used to chaos that we're going to create the chaos. If it's not there, we're going to create it, because we can't possibly have peace. We can't possibly have beauty. There needs to be this chaos all the time. And Spirit's saying, stop, because it's chaining us. It's chaining us to where we don't want to be, to things that we think we should be wanting, because obviously everybody's more happy than we are, or happier than we are. Everybody's, going after what they want and doing what they need to do, and being so much more than we are. Stop it. This is the devil whispering in our ear. This is feeling as if we're not adequate. Like, we're not enough. You are enough. Like, there's something here where we're thinking the story is wrong, or the story is boring, or, kind of like if my life was a movie type of thing, this would be horrible. But Spirit's saying, no, it wouldn't. It would be beautiful. It would be beautiful. It would just skim over the boring parts, the waking up, the brushing the teeth, the mundane days would be edited out. Stop putting yourself down. And there's somebody here who wants to have you under their thumb, who's more than happy to put you down. It doesn't have to be, and again, it doesn't have to be Capricorn energy at all. Okay, but it's almost like, I'm just seeing like they don't let you celebrate the holidays. They don't let you be happy. They don't let you be happy. They won't let you be happy. It's like, you don't get to do this. And they say it with such force that it's like you just freeze. It's like, oh my gosh, because you become so programmed to it. There's a message coming. Now this can also be from Gemini or from Virgo, because Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, but there's a message coming forward. Listen, because something's going to be coming, flitzing in, flitzing out. And remember, Gemini is our sister sign, so it can push all our buttons and absolutely annoy us, and it can absolutely bless us at the same exact time. But this comes in, and it's like, oh, maybe I should look at this. Like, maybe I should listen. There's a message coming for us. And it can't even be, get out of your own head type of thing, because we're taking the reins. We're looking at things, and we're taking the reins and saying, okay, where do I need to be? What do I want? What do I desire? We're looking at our heart. We're looking at emotionally what we want, because there's something here where we're putting ourselves down. It's like, well, I should be what everybody else is. And it's like, but does my heart want that? No. Would I be happy with that? No. Why am I doing that? Like, there's the question. Why? Why is that coming forward? And it's because this person here has put chaos at the forefront of our lives. And this could have been from years ago. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. So we have the 7 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, the King of Swords, the Chariot again, the 2 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. There's some sort of dream, some sort of choice gets to be made now. It's like, I've dreamt of this. Are we brave enough to choose the dream? Because it's going to be that we walk away from something, or we walk towards something on our own. And it's like, well, I'm going to fail at it. Like, that's the first thought that comes in. I'm going to fail at it. I'm not going to be able to do it. And Spirit is saying here, why? Why is this? This is doubt. This is fear. There's also a profound ending coming forward. And this profound ending could have already happened. This could be a divorce, a losing of a job, a breakup that could have happened years ago. And we think, wow, that was the one that got away type of thing. And now we're looking at the choice, and it's like, do I stay in the past, or do I stay with this pain, or do I move forward? And do I let myself move forward for myself? And it brings us then to this place of celebration, to this place of new opportunities. It's like, if we're holding on to a relationship, it brings us then to a marriage or to a commitment. It doesn't mean that it happens overnight. It might take years, but all of a sudden we're opening up the door. We're opening up the door to new love. We're opening up the door to new opportunities. We're opening up the door to what we want, not what everybody wants for us. And the King of Swords, there's somebody around you. And this person is a friend. They're blunt. They just say it as they see it. And they have a tendency, maybe at times, to be a little bit too blunt. So you can kind of tune them out, or not like what they say, so you're not going to listen, type of thing. But they say it like they see it. And this is going to be a person who's like, listen, I made these mistakes. I went through this pain. Why? Like, if you don't want to see it, that's fine. But learn from me, because they've gone through these mistakes. They've made choices based off of everybody else. And now they're like, learn from me. There's this person here, and they really are like a mentor. And it doesn't have to be a mentor. It doesn't have to be that like somebody at your work is like, oh, I'm going to be your mentor. It's like, this is a person you learn from. This is a person whose life you look at and you're like, wow. And it could even be, our own parents, or, a person within our family, where now that we're looking at it and we're older, it's like, oh, it's so different than what we had seen before. So be aware of this. Again, we're taking the reins, but there's also a sense of, I have to let my heart move forward. I have to let my heart go after what's important. There is a person here who loves deeply. There's also a person who's very erratic with their emotions. One day they're high, one day they're low, one day they're in between. It's like, you can't keep up with this person. Be mindful of that, because it's almost like, because of them, your chariot screws get loosened, meaning you're not able to move forward as quickly or as beautifully or in the direction that you want to move, because they knock you off your axle. 2 of Swords. Again, this is going to be an energy of, you always thought there were 2 choices. You always thought that there had to be 2 ways of doing everything. And it was a right way and it was a wrong way. And now you're seeing infinite possibilities open up, because you're not looking at the world, you're looking at yourself. And I was like, yeah, but what if? What if I did this? What if I went this way? What if? Because the 5 of Swords, it's like, we're facing a battle and we're going to win, but we have to give ourselves permission to win. Because this battle, we can just repeat the same things that have happened before. and apologize and not move forward in our strength or in what we desire, in what we want. And so the Five of Swords comes forward, and it's like, okay, listen, where do I need to be? And I'm not apologizing for standing up for myself. I'm not apologizing for embracing my voice. It brings us then to angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. The Nine of Swords, worry, doubt, fear. The Two of Cups and the World. What we have right now is, like, at the beginning of all of this, and even throughout all of it, it's all intertwined. It's like a beautiful weaving, like, I'm just seeing a shawl that you put over yourself or something beautifully woven. But there's always going to be that element of fear. There's always going to be that element of self-doubt or putting yourself down. And Spirit is saying, why? The nine of Swords is, we're walking in dream worlds. We're making decisions off of what ifs and unrealities and doubts and fears. And the Nine of Swords is like, it's driving ourselves crazy. It is. It's running in a hamster wheel, that has no beginning, no end. It just keeps going and going and going and going and going. And that's how we're going to go over fear and worry and doubt and chaos. It brings us then to the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is this healing, beautiful love. There's somebody, again, it's connected here with the King of Swords, with the Chariot. There is somebody here that we're connecting with emotionally. They take the swords, they take the reins, they say what they mean. And that's going to be something that we really appreciate. And they get to the heart of the matter. When it comes to the Two of Swords, when it comes to the Two of Cups, it's healing, beautiful love. It's unity. It's like, oh, this wound doesn't have to be mine forever. Like, I don't have to carry this with me for the rest of my life. And then all of a sudden, that opens the world. All of a sudden, instead of seeing us as making a terrible mistake or, doing something terribly wrong, it's like, oh, the world can be open to me. And even if it's only in the pages of a book, even if it's only through writing in our journal, like, all of a sudden, the world can be open, because there might be some of us here who are listening who are mobily challenged, and Spirit is saying here, it's like, your world still opens too. And that needs to be a very clear message. The world is opening. And it's going to be overwhelming. And then all of a sudden we're going to say, oh no, because everything's going to fall apart, or oh no, I'm going to fail, or oh no, it can't possibly be. And Spirit's saying, why? Why are you turning away from healing? Why are you turning away from love? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels. Two of Cups again. The Queen of Cups, angels, and spirit guides. And the Four of Earth. Something is draining our energy. The Four of Earth needs to be acknowledged first. Something is draining our energy. Something is overwhelming us. Something is holding us back. There can also be a sense of we're giving too much and we're taking on too many emotions too much. This could be an empath. This can be also somebody who's always like, I got it. We don't realize how much other people's energy is draining us. We don't. We think like, okay, I got this. And it's like, oh no, this is way more tricky, or this is way trickier than I thought this was going to be. It's like, it's more. There's also a sense of, I get to hold on to what I've worked for. So there was a time where things come in, things come out, things come in, things come out. There's going to be a bit of a time, things might come in and come out, but it's going to start to level off, which is good. The Two of Cups, healing, beautiful love, connection, unity, a sense of, this is what I need, this is what I want. Even within ourselves, it could be the masculine, feminine aspects of us, healing, coming together, the shadowed self and the self that we show the world coming together. It's like we're knowing our worth, we're knowing our power. The Queen of Cups is love. It is giving. There is somebody. Now this could be you, who is just like, people see you as the quintessential mother. They see you as the caregiver, the person who sacrifices and gives and loves and takes care of. Be mindful of that title, because you're very proud of it, as you should be, as you absolutely should be. But be careful of sacrificing yourself for everybody else. Meaning, make sure you have bits of beauty in your life. Even if you still have your same responsibilities, make sure you're taking time for little bits of beauty, which is really easy to say, but really hard to do, especially when you're taking on more and more and more, and you love these people so much that it's like, well, this is my job. Like, this is my responsibility. There is an opening of the heart. There is an insight. There is somebody who loves you. They're watching over you. They care for you. They're connecting with you. They might be past, but this could also be somebody where you get a letter in the mail, just something completely unexpected comes from this person. And you're like, huh. Because they always lead with the heart. They always lead with the heart. It brings us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, the Magician. Spirit is saying too much too fast. Taking on too much, doing too much, not really focusing on your gifts, but focusing on everything that we're supposed to be gifted at. There's also somebody who is false. Like, they say that they're talented, they say that they can do this, they can't. They're going to sit there and be like, I can really perform, I can really do. They can't. It's not even live up to your expectations. That's going to be how they spin it. They can't do it. They promise too much. We have the sacral chakra, relationships. Here we're opening up our heart. We're looking at what we want. The sacral chakra is our sensual self. It is our emotions. It is our creativity. We're opening it forward. And as we're opening it up and letting it lead us forward, we're seeing the relationship we have with ourselves. We're seeing the relationship that we want with the world. And it brings us then to our subconscious tarot message, which begins with our dreams. This is Aquarius energy. This is our dream. This is what we desire. This is what we're looking for. This is our wishes. And what Spirit is saying here is, are we being realistic with what we're wishing for? Or are we saying that it always has to be perfect? It always has to be just right. Because those dreams, things that have to be perfect, will never be. They will never be. You could also be having somebody in your life. They have beautiful dreams, beautiful capabilities. They always need to be perfect. They don't cut themselves an ounce of slack. They also worry like nobody's business. And you're looking at them and saying, you're so talented. Why don't you see it? And it's because they're not perfect. They put so much weight on their shoulders, it's breaking them. And for you, Sagittarius, it's breaking your heart. We have the Six of Cups, the past. This could be children. This could be the person that's putting all the pressure on themselves as your child, or, somebody that you love like a child. But there's something here where I'm looking towards the past, or I've been doing this since forever. It brings us then to the Eight of Swords. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's exactly it. The Eight of Swords is being bound. Here, she's bound. Her hands are tied together, and she's not going to move. She can move. She can free herself. She's not going to. Because in her mind, the shackles are greater. The shackles are greater than what they truly are. It brings us then to the Fool. It is time to hear our angels call. It is time to walk a new adventure. It is time to say, I don't care if I'm foolish. I don't care if others don't understand. This is what I need to do. And I need to do it proudly and beautifully and powerfully. This is what I need to do. All right. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and brilliance of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius. And may you have blessings always and forever in your life.